Airtake Mode Soldier here, and I am back to talk about The Bad Batch, Season 1, Episode 6, and my thoughts on this episode. I didn't like it. It was boring, it was pointless, and they bring two characters back in this episode that really shouldn't have been brought back. I mean, of all the people to bring back into this show from the Clone Wars, you pick these two. Oh god, dumb. It was absolutely dumb to bring these two back. But other than that, yeah, there was nothing great about this episode. It's just a filler episode. Another filler episode. We're what, like 4 episodes now that have just been filler. I'm kind of done with this now. And I know with the Clone Wars we used to get a lot of these filler episodes, but they were at least interesting. And the Bad Batch, I'm sorry, these episodes are becoming more and more boring. I'm not interested in any of this. They don't mention the Empire. Well, they do in the last bit of the episode, but yet I'm just annoyed. It's like, stop with these filler episodes. If you're going to make a filler episode, make it bloody interesting. Not just pointless. And because this episode really was pointless. But that's what I can do for non-spoilers. I'm going to go into spoilers now. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, spoilers. So this episode is pretty much about the Bad Batch trying to steal a tactical droid off Corellia so that they can sell it to a buyer who wants to fight the Empire. Now, this pisses me off because, again, the Empire has only just been created. Okay? It's getting ridiculous now. You can't just keep saying people have turned on the Empire like that. Like, just so quick. You'd need time for this to even get to a point where people are saying they want to start another war with the Empire. Now, if was the Separatists, I would think, okay, they've lost the war, but now they want to become a resistance. Fine. I can respect that. But I really, really, really doubt that's what they're planning to do with this series. So it's annoying me that apparently people in the Republic now want to start a war with this Empire. It's dumb. You've literally had 3 years of the Clone Wars, the bloodiest war in the universe's history, and you now want to start a new war. It's annoying me now. If they had given this a time break, or at least said the Bad Batch had been doing missions for the Empire for a couple of years, and then we're seeing people turn the Empire, would make sense. It's not even been a year of the Empire, and they're saying there's more and more resistance being formed. It's dumb. Anyway, Sid tells... so, the episode is basically about them getting a tactical droid. Sid pretty much tells them they have to go to Corellia to steal this droid. And Hunter agrees because he hasn't really got much else to do and he needs money. Because, again, they're working freelance now. So they head to Corellia, trying to sneak in by following a transport ship to Corellia. They land on the planet, they get to the facility, and when they get there, they do find the tactical droid. Oh, I forgot about the scene with Omega. Omega's trying to learn how to use the bow, and again, I'll give this episode credit. They didn't make her a one-shot wonder in everything she does, because she is struggling to use the bow. And Echo is teaching her how to use it, and it was a kind of interesting scene to see her struggle, at least. And again, that's all I'm asking for. Stop making her a bloody Mary Sue. Make her have some problems. Make her learn. And that was a good scene to me. She's trying to learn how to use this weapon, and she's being taught how to use it. Because I genuinely thought they were going to have Omega have this bow, and then she's going to be like shooting like a shitload of droids in this episode, and it was going to be, oh well, who cares? But no, they didn't do that. She struggled with it, and she's starting to train, and I like that. Yeah, so back to the separatists, not separatists. Well, back to Corellia on a facility where they are decommissioning droids. So pretty much all the droid army has pretty much been taken by the new Empire, and they're pretty much scrapping them and turning them into new weapons. When they get to the facility, Omega manages to find the tactical droid, and then when she does find the tactical droid, turns out somebody gets there before the Bad Batch, and my God, why did it have to be them? It was the two sisters from the Clone Wars. The Menendez sisters. I mean, of all the people to bring from the Clone Wars, it's them. Now, you can probably say, come on, Entertainment, you're being a bit of an idiot arsehole when you're just saying you don't like these two because they're from the Clone Wars. Yes, okay, I get I'm being a bit of an arsehole here, but they're not interesting characters. They're not funny, they're annoying characters. That's why most Star Wars fans don't like those 3 episodes in the middle of Season 7. Because those two are not interesting and are really annoying. So why would you bring them back? Stop trying to force these two into Star Wars lore. I get it, yes, they're already a part of the Star Wars universe, but I think they're trying to make them returning characters. Not going to work, Disney. It's not going to work. Okay? They're not interesting. They're annoying. And I just remember watching this and just be like, I remember their episodes. They were shit. And they're not improved. And I'm just done. You're trying to make them a thing. It's not going to happen. It's annoying. So we get this chase scene between the Bad Batch and the Menendez sisters. They're fighting each other for the tactical droid's head. They're also getting attacked by the security droids in this facility. And they need to work together to try and escape the facility. And there you go. Omega chases one of the sisters. She manages to grab the tactical droid, but she falls down some what was it? Some platform, falls on the conveyor belt, gets stuck in the conveyor belt, and nearly gets thrown into the grinding machine. But one of the Menendez sisters comes back, saves her. Well, it looks like she's going to save her, but she then gets attacked by a couple of police droids. But Hunter manages to jump down, destroy the droids, and helps pull Omega out of the grinding chamber. But then Hunter thanks her, and I don't hear the sister thank him for saving her life, but okay. They manage to regroup with each other in the middle of the facility. Wrecker, on the other hand, is still going through the problems of the Good Soldiers for the Orders chip. It's still affecting him, and it is getting worse for him. I think a couple of more episodes, I think that chip's going to activate, and then we might see a decent episode. I'm still annoyed about this episode, damn it. But yeah, it is good to see Wrecker. They're still keeping that story going. They're not just forgetting about it. So yeah, that was an interesting scene. One of the Menendez sisters figures out that they can use a tactical droid to reactivate all of the separatist droids in this facility. She tries to fix the tactical droid's head, but she can't do it. Tech manages to get in there, and he fixes the tactical droid, reactivates the droid army, well, the ones in this facility, and the droids army, well, the separatist droids attack the police droids, and Bad Batch and the Menendez sisters manages to get away on the Menendez's ship. But before they left, the tactical droid's head gets destroyed, but it turns out Tech had made a copy on one of his drives and gives it to Hunter. When they get away from this facility, one of the Menendez sisters, I don't know what the hell her name is, talks to Hunter and says to him that this person they're selling the tactical droid's head to is somebody who's trying to get tactical information about the clones because they need to fight the Empire. Again, as I explained before, it's way, way too early for rebellion to be talked about right now. Way too early. Unless it's a separatist, which I really doubt. Yeah, it's way too early. So Hunter pretty much has a rethink and just gives her the memory chip of the tactical droid and says, you know, it was easier being a soldier than it is to be wherever he is now. And the Menendez sister thanks him and then heads off. So do the Bad Batch. They head back to see Sid. And the episode ends with the Menendez sisters talking to the client who hired them. And then she tells the client about the Bad Batch. I'm thinking the person who's hired them, and it is going to be annoying when this probably pretty much gets proven right. I think it's Organa. That's who I think's the one hiring all these people, because again, in Star Wars lore, he was the original creator of the rebellion. So yeah, that's who I think is hired the Menendez sisters, and who's been hiring this bounty hunter as well. I think it could be somebody else, but since he's one of the richest people in the Star Wars universe, it only makes sense that it pretty much is him. And that's my thoughts on that. But other than that, yeah, not a great episode. Could have used different characters involved in this, and pretty much not have the ending be, well, the Bad Batch are good people, so they're going to help this rebellion that's just formed out of nowhere because the Empire's been around for a couple of weeks. It's dumb, and I'm not going to waste my time anymore with these two sisters. I'm just done. You could keep trying to make them a thing, Disney. They're just not going to be. And that's the end of my review. If you like this review, give it a like. If you dislike the review, give it a dislike. And do think about subscribing if you like my content. Hail the Phantom Menace, long live CG, and fuck SJWs. Bye.